The wish you've forgotten. What your inner child longs for every Christmas. There is something about Christmas that stirs a part of us we don't always know how to name. Maybe it's the soft glow of lights in the dark or the quietness beneath all the noise. Maybe it's the way a song you haven't heard in 20 years suddenly opens a door inside you. Or maybe it's the way you walk into a room in December and feel that little tug. The same one you felt when you were small, when you still believed that something magical was coming. Whether or not Christmas was joyful for you growing up, there was a younger version of you who looked at the world with more softness, more hope, more possibility. And as an adult, especially if you've lived through stress, survival, disappointment, or heartbreak, it can feel like that part of you is gone. But the truth is, your inner child never left. They simply learned to quiet their voice to help you survive. And every year, right around Christmas, they whisper again. Maybe you feel it when the first decorations show up in stores. Maybe it hits you when you hear an old Christmas song. Maybe it arrives as sadness, or longing, or an unexplained tenderness. Maybe it shows up as a sudden desire to bake something, decorate something, or do something that seems silly or unnecessary. Maybe it feels like nostalgia. Maybe it feels like loss. Maybe it feels like hope. Whatever it is, that's the voice we're here to reconnect with today. Because your inner child has a wish for you this Christmas. And the wish is simple. Remember me. Not in a heavy, painful way. Not by digging through trauma or reliving memories alone. But by remembering what used to make you feel alive. What used to make you feel wonder. What used to make you feel like you belonged in the world. Children don't wait to be perfect to play. They don't wait to be healed to laugh. They don't require a reason to explore. Joy is enough. But somewhere along the way, we learn to trade wonder for productivity. We learn to feel guilty for resting. We learn that desires must be justified, fun must be earned, and joy must be reasonable. We learn to be efficient, responsible, mature, and we forgot how to be free. This is the wound of so many adults. We became people who know how to cope, but forgot how to play. We know how to work, but forgot how to imagine. We know how to manage life, but forgot how to enjoy it. Your inner child feels this. And they've been waiting, not for Christmas to be perfect, not for you to become someone else, but for a moment where you pause long enough to let them speak again. So right now, take a breath with me. Place a hand on your chest, or over your stomach, or somewhere that feels like home. And ask quietly, what did I once love about Christmas? Take your time. Let the answers come slowly. Let them surprise you. Maybe you loved the lights. Maybe you loved the cold air. Maybe you loved the food, or the music, or the feeling that something good was coming. Maybe you loved the break from school. Maybe you loved the smell of your grandmother's kitchen. Maybe you loved wrapping presents or unwrapping them, or just the way time felt different in December. Slower, softer, more magical. Or maybe you didn't love Christmas at all. Maybe it was lonely or chaotic or filled with tension. If that's true, then your inner child's Christmas wish might be different. Maybe their wish is simply this. This year, let me feel safe. Your inner child's wish doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be joyful. It doesn't even have to be festive. It just needs to be honest. Because Christmas isn't really about recreating the past. It's about remembering the parts of you that went quiet when life became loud. It's about choosing gentleness in a world that pushes you to hurry. It's about realizing that magic isn't something you find. It's something inside you that you remember. This first part of our holiday journey is an invitation. Not to fix yourself. Not to create the perfect holiday. But to open a door. A door back to the version of you who once felt joy without guilt. Who once played without overthinking. Who once believed in things simply because it felt good to believe. Your inner child has been waiting. Not for Santa, not for gifts, not for a perfect December, but for you. The memories that made you. How Christmas built your inner world. When you think about Christmas from your childhood, notice that you rarely remember the logistics. You don't remember the exact time dinner was served, or the precise price of gifts, or how clean the house was. What stays with you are feelings. The emotional imprint of the season. This is because your inner child doesn't think in details. Your inner child thinks in sensations. In energy. In emotional atmosphere. Maybe you remember running down the stairs in the morning. Maybe you remember lying under the Christmas tree, looking up through the branches. Maybe you remember being held. Maybe you remember feeling left out. Maybe you remember excitement. Maybe you remember disappointment. Maybe you remember chaos, or quiet, or something bittersweet. Whatever you remember, those experiences shape the way you receive the world now. This part of the holiday series is about understanding why Christmas affects us so deeply. Even as adults, Christmas is a sensory time. Lights, smells, sounds, textures. All of these go straight into the body, bypassing logic. And the body remembers. That's why Christmas can make you feel emotional out of nowhere. It's why you might feel tender, nostalgic, overwhelmed, or unexpectedly sad. It's why you might crave connection or solitude. It's why certain songs hit directly in the heart. Your inner child is responding before your mind even has time to analyze anything. Let's explore what that younger version of you learned during the holidays long ago, and how it still affects your life now. Maybe you learned that love comes wrapped in presents, so today you feel pressure to give or perform. Maybe you learned that attention is unpredictable, so today you feel anxious around gatherings. Maybe you learned that joy wasn't safe, that excitement was followed by disappointment, so you brace yourself even when good things happen. Maybe you learned that the holidays were peaceful, a time when the family finally slowed down, so now your body softens without understanding why. Christmas taught you how to receive, how to hope, how to relate, how to belong, or how to survive when belonging felt impossible. And as adults, we carry these patterns forward. But here's the beautiful thing. December gives you a chance to rewrite the script. Not by changing the past, that's not the goal, but by giving your inner child a new experience in the present. Ask yourself, what memory from childhood still lives inside me every Christmas? What did that memory teach me about myself? Is that lesson still true? If Christmas taught you that joy gets taken away, this year you can allow yourself to create joy on your own terms. If Christmas taught you that you're too much or not enough, this year you can treat yourself with patience and care. If Christmas taught you that love comes through performance, this year you can let yourself rest and receive without earning it. If Christmas taught you that you weren't seen, this year you can see yourself. Every small act of gentleness becomes a new memory, a new imprint, a new message to your inner child. You deserved this all along. And that, more than any tradition, ritual, or decoration, is what healing looks like. When you create a new emotional experience, even a tiny one, the younger you inside feels it. And something begins to soften. Something begins to open. Something begins to trust again. Christmas doesn't heal us because it's perfect. Christmas heals us because it reminds us that no matter how old we get, the heart still wants wonder. The heart still wants belonging. The heart still wants magic. Not the kind found in movies, but the kind found in being seen, understood, and loved. That's what your inner child remembers. And that's what they're inviting you to remember too. A new Christmas story. Giving your inner child what they always needed. This final part is where everything comes together. Where reflection becomes transformation, and where memory becomes intention. Your inner child's Christmas wish isn't for a perfect December. It's not for a certain gift, or a magical moment, or a Hallmark movie kind of season. The wish is far more human. Please don't forget me. Please include me. Please let me feel something good this year. And the beautiful thing is, you can give that to yourself. Let's talk about how. Start by imagining the younger you standing in front of a Christmas tree. Or sitting somewhere quiet. Or curled up with a blanket. Let whatever image feels right come naturally. Look at them gently. Not as someone broken. Not as someone who needs to be fixed. But as someone who waited a very long time for you. Ask them softly, what do you need this Christmas? Maybe they say, I want rest. I want to play. I want to feel safe. I want someone to sit with me. I want something small that feels like wonder. I want you to slow down. I want you to hold me. I want you to listen. Your job isn't to analyze their answer. Your job is to honor it. If they want rest, give yourself permission to pause. If they want play, let yourself be silly or creative. If they want safety, create a routine or boundary that protects your peace. If they want joy, give yourself a small moment of delight, even 60 seconds of it. If they want connection, reach out to someone gentle, comforting, familiar. Your inner child doesn't need grand gestures. Just presence. There is something deeply healing about taking a moment to choose yourself. Not the adult self who is always trying to be enough, but the younger self who never stopped hoping you'd come back. This season isn't about reliving the past. It's about rewriting your relationship with yourself. Here are a few ways you can gently honor your inner child this Christmas. 1. Choose one small tradition that's just for you. Maybe it's a cup of hot chocolate at night. Maybe it's a short walk to look at lights. Maybe it's playing a song that makes you feel something soft inside. Maybe it's watching a childhood movie. The point isn't the activity. It's the intention. 2. Give yourself one gift you would have loved as a child. A book. A snack. A stuffed animal. A warm pair of socks. Something inexpensive but meaningful. 3. Create a moment of stillness. Light a candle. Sit quietly. Breathe. Let your inner child feel safe in your presence. 4. Let yourself feel whatever you feel. Joy. Sadness. Tenderness. Nostalgia. Nothing needs to be forced. 5. Speak one sentence of love to the younger you. I'm here. I see you. You matter. You're safe now. These words become lifelong medicine. When you honor your inner child during the holidays, something beautiful happens. You stop chasing the perfect Christmas and start experiencing a real one. The perfect Christmas is about image. The real Christmas is about connection. The perfect Christmas is about performance. The real Christmas is about presence. Your inner child doesn't want more pressure. They want more warmth. And you can give that to yourself, even in the smallest, quietest ways. Before we close this episode, I want to offer you something special. A free gift for you. To support your inner child healing this season, I created a free mini ebook called Coming Home for the Holidays, A Gentle Inner Child Awakening. It's a soft, warm guide to help you reconnect with the younger you who still lives inside your heart. The one who wants tenderness, safety, softness, and presence this holiday season. Inside the ebook, you'll find gentle reflections, holiday-inspired healing exercises, inner child journaling prompts, a self-soothing ritual, a short Christmas meditation, and a loving message for your younger self. It's completely free. A small way to support you in creating the most meaningful Christmas you've had in years. Because you deserve a season that feels like home. And your inner child deserves a Christmas where they finally feel seen. You're invited to download it, take your time with it, and let it meet you exactly where you are. Find it inside the description. Subscribe, like and share for more episodes from Book with Joys. Inner peace, self-worth, and emotional freedom.